Hello, hello. So I just got a download from Spirit to do an animal message reading for you all. I don't know if this will be a new playlist or what. Coyote right there at the bottom. So that goes in with the theme of what's going on. I think, or what's going on with, based upon the readings that I've been doing recently. So this channel, I just use playlists. Okay. I don't, do like for part twos. I don't say part twos on Patreon, nothing like that. I just have different playlists with different interests. Okay. So each of the zodiac signs has the playlist. I have general collective love, which we use tarot for, and general collective oracle messages that lean towards career. So check those out. We have the star here on the bottom here, so it could be something with an online presence. We have the tree here, which could definitely be health or healing, gene codes, things like that. So let's see what's going on. I think this is going to be a really fun new way to use this spread. I do use the medicine wheel spread, which is why we have this here. I will go ahead and link it. I put my hand up so I remember to put the link up there. I think it's on this side. Okay, so let's get started. We have the bridge here. So something where we're going from here to there. Could be bridging to different career paths, bridging home and work balance, something like that. The fish here, which is always very much about abundance. Okay, money flowing in. Yeah, and we have the clovers here, which is like a burst of energy. They're one of the first plants that bloom in spring. It's also something that's very short-lived, right? So you might be experiencing money come in and go back out. It comes in, it goes back out. That's usually what I get with the fish here when we see the clovers. So to me, this is a bridge on how to make things last. Let's see here. Yeah, making things last. This is usually oppression, okay? So Jesus's cross, and then we have the moon, which is intuition. Yeah, so like I felt, I do believe that this here is sort of the norm, right? Going to work every day, 9 to 5, you have a lunch break that's this amount of time. You come home, you make your dinner, you don't cry and whine about it. But we're trying to make something else happen here with this bridge, right? Something a little bit more intuitive, something that feels more balanced and more free is really what I'm getting with this. So let's dive in with, I actually have a tarot deck that uses animals. I forget what this deck is called. I don't know if I have the box handy. I keep all of my boxes. You can kind of see down over there the images there. That's where I keep all my boxes so I can remember what I'm doing. Guardian of the Night, there it is. Just popped right out at me. So Guardian of the Night, and it uses animals. This may, like I said, be a new playlist of animal messages, spirit animal messages. What do we have for the collective around this wealth here? One more, please. Okay. Perfect. So let's take a look. Okay, one more wanted to pop out. So 7 of Cups was on the bottom, and then this was sticking straight out. So it seems that there's a lot of options here. The 7 of Cups has the rabbit, who signifies actually fear. And I have this heart here right in the center of this card. So, as we know, the 7 of Cups always has a lot of different elements to it. But again, I was noticing the energy really felt like there's some sort of balance being done. The other thing I like a lot is this key. I have been really called to the keys a lot. It's like the universe is giving you these keys. Okay. Split the deck, and there's the 10 of Pentacles. And the bees here all work together for a common goal, right? They literally are the lifeblood of the forest, of the garden. And so there's the 10. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. So we'll go ahead and keep that one handy. And we have here the 6 of Pentacles with this ox, or maybe this buffalo here. It looks like a African buffalo, not the North American buffalo. So the 6 of Pentacles is about that even flow, right? Having things very even, well distributed. Okay. And I really like that the bees here are the same as what's on the back of the deck. I think that's really lovely. Okay, so let's dive in to see your current situation here. Ace of Cups. Okay, so again, we had that heart situation. And in the tarot readings that I've done, I do have the playlist ready for you. So those are collective and timeless. So go ahead and watch those. It seems to me that we've had some sort of muddy situation because we have a lotus here, and the lotus blooms up and out of muddy waters. Okay. And we have the sun down here. So it's like this quest for happiness, this quest to really and truly be able to bloom. Right. And then we have this bird here. Not sure what kind of bird that is. I'll have to look that up. But it seems like one that you would see in the ocean, like the sea. Now we have the Five of Pentacles with the owl. And the owl is all about seeing through deception, seeing through the lies. And we mentioned that money can quite easily be associated with, sort of a taxing, like I'm trading my time for my money. And for a lot of us in 9 to 5s, right, it doesn't seem entirely fair. So it's like the money is all strapped up here, and it's like we're trying to get to these wrapped up pieces of coin, right? So yeah, let's see here, the center, we have the Fool, yeah, starting something new. And we have another rabbit here. The rabbit is the prey animal. I was just going to say play, Play. So that's interesting. But we're on ice here. So it's like whatever it is we've been doing, it's like we already know it's just not working out. It's just not playing out the way that we want it to. So we're kind of crying out to the universe saying, look, I'm on this thin ice. I can't, get to my food source. The food source keeps playing with me, running away. So again, sort of that short-lived type energy, but the energy of the Fool is to move into that new direction, a new adventure. Yeah, using your intuition with this Magician here. I just got suddenly very happy seeing this Magician. That means that, we're going against the norm, right? Here's the norm, and here's the Magician who manifests instead of working for in exchange for time. So we have kind of this wand here, and the raccoons are actually very generous givers because they make such a mess while they go about their life. They'll go raid a trash can, and then it's like they will leave a trail, right? And all of the animals can come and partake from that trail. So to me, the raccoon is a trailblazer, and the raccoon is a very generous energy. He likes to provide for the rest of the forest here. And we do have the sun, and over here we saw the moon. So it's kind of fun how those images kind of back each other up there. Okay, and here we have dolphins, and I love the dolphins. They always appear to be smiling, right? They're always jumping and playing. So they are a joyful energy. But we do have here the Two of Pentacles, which means this has not been an easy feat, right? We have been, I don't want to say struggling, but we do have the Five of Pentacles out here. So it's like, this has just been something that goes on and on. You see kind of this yin and yang thing happening here. We have the sun here. So maybe the moon, it's not really clear, but in any case, it's kind of like we're going round and around, like a juggling type energy there. So really beautiful start. I feel that it's very cohesive to what we started the reading out with. Now we do have the coyote here, which the coyote is a trickster energy. Okay. And here we have the hawk at the top here, and the hawk is about messaging, a message giver. He flies so high in the sky that it's almost like he disappears, right? So he goes up into the heavens and brings down those messages, and he shares it with the rest of the animal kingdom. So here we have builder. Again, it's been very taxing. It's very hard. Things are just going quite slow. It just seems that, one thing or another just continues to get in the way almost. Okay. So let's see here. We're going to go into the cognitive space. Again, I have that reading that shows the medicine wheel that we'll be doing from here on out. I just wanted to lay these down to see kind of our storyline. So what it is you're thinking about is leadership. It's about taking a stand. Again, I got with the Magician there, blazing a trail, right? And the Fool is about blazing a trail. You're a wave maker. You're meant to be here to make waves, and the mountain lion will do so quite fiercely, right? So that's kind of the plan. That's where you're going. That's where you're headed. And here we have the North American buffalo, which is all about abundance. This is probably the highest vibrating card in the deck. And I'm going to go ahead and put him right where he goes. He's actually the keeper of the North. So here's the North Shield, and that's right where he belongs. So your spirit team is saying, you know, abundance is out there. Abundance is here for you. It is readily available. And here's the bear. And the bear is actually the keeper of the West. He belongs right here, and the wolf belongs down here. We did see a wolf that lines up, but here we have introspection. So going into the future, which is that east quadrant where I'm going to put him, into the future, you're making plans. You are getting ducks in a row, okay? And as I say that, here's the alligator to direct those guts. The guts? What the heck? The ducks. Okay. I guess someone's getting the guts. That works. Okay. So in number 5 here, integration, because they do go on land and on water. So they go in and out, which means there's an integral part of this, which could be that bridge, right? We have the bridge here, bridging from having that 9 to 5 and then having that intuitive business. It's almost like both of those are coming with you into the future. Okay, I had to sneeze. If you saw my hand go up there, that's why. Okay, let's dive in and go a little bit deeper and see what else we can find. Okay, what do we have for the South position? What's in the past? Creation. Okay, well, this is really beautiful. So to me, this means that foundations have been built. You know, you're not starting from ground zero. You already know what it is that you're doing. You have this business idea or this side hustle in mind, because this goes here next to the beaver, which means this is what you've already been doing. You know, the sheet of ice has been built. You're just walking on it now, which might feel a little bit shaky, but you know, you've put those building blocks in place. Okay, and over here with the leadership of the mountain lion, here we have collaboration, which we saw with the bees, right? This here is an ant. And the ants are very well known for carrying more of a load than what's, you know, possible in terms of physics. So it does appear quite profoundly that there has been a lot of struggle, a lot of overcoming. Sorry, I'm drifting. A lot of endurance, right? And it's important to look to your spirit team, of course, but also people here in your surroundings who are kind of going through the same thing. And then we have intention here. Sorry, I keep burping. I guess those are confirmation burps, but we have the magician here, and then that 2 of Pentacles, and those together are sort of this intention. I know what I want because I've already experienced what I don't want. So we're putting out into the universe what it is we do want, so that what we don't want, which is what we've been experiencing, doesn't continue to move forward. Here we have another hawk. So we saw him once before. Again, this is a messenger, but we have the hunt here as well, which I find interesting. So another deck that I have utilizes the kingfisher, and it's like wherever he dives, he's never going to miss, right? So I'm kind of getting that with that hawk, where it's like whatever it is you decide to do, it's going to be right. You know, you're highly favored by the Most High, the universe, the divine. So yeah, reveal. And I really feel that this is revealing gifts, you know. This is the badger. And in this blue deck here that I use, the badger is actually about aggression. So with it being a reveal in this deck, it's sort of like I'm going to stand 10 toes down on what it is that I want, and I will not waver, right? Because the universe has revealed to me what it is I should be doing. Therefore, with that message from the hawk, you know, with that message from the divine, I will not waver. So the universe is revealing to you what it is that you need. And here we have instinct, which I don't know if that's a fox. Is that a fox? It very well could be, which is interesting because the fox is usually about cunning, using that left brain. And yeah, we had introspection here. So it's like you're using your mind. So in the near future, what it is you're going to be doing, there is the fox. So I wonder what he is. Is it a lynx maybe? It looks like a cat of some sort, but here's the fox with cunning. Okay, so we'll just put him together over here because they're similar. Yeah, we've got energy here. The hummingbird is right next to the buffalo in terms of power, okay, because he also can represent the north. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck here we have love. So a little nod here to that Ace of Cups. So something here with love is very significant to your growth forward. So, you know, with it being under this bridge here, it's almost as if your situations in love, perhaps in the past, because now memory is on the bottom here. Again, it's like I know what I want because I know what I have already seen, and those things are things that I do not want. So be very careful when it comes to manifesting, because you know the universe is very much on your side here. And if you say, you know, so and so hurt me bad, and so made me feel this, and I really didn't like that, the universe just knows how to give you more of that. And here's the back of this deck, and it shows the places of each animal. So there's the buffalo, the wolf, the eagle, the bear. So that's just for visual reference. Again, go and watch my video specifically about this spread. It just really goes into depth with all the elements and everything. Okay, so I've got these face down here. Let's go through. Look, there's the eagle. You're really looking to the future here. So it says mastery. You are on the spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. How beautiful is that? Yeah, so there's like leadership there. Again, element of fire for those who want to know that. This is also fire here. Getting earth and water with that one. Earth there, earth and air there. Ooh, look at this. Lovely. We have abundance here, and this is in the past position. That tells me what you have built before, what you've created before in terms of this business or this venture, even if it's a love situation, you have experienced this beautiful abundance before. And we have the white buffalo, and there's a significance to the white buffalo. It's like an albino buffalo, and it holds the power of the creation story, actually, the Lakota. So go and look up Arvel Looking Horse if you want to know more of that. He's the keeper of the buffalo calf pipe. I talk about that a lot in my readings because I have a deck. I hid it from myself. There we go. This deck here, you see the medicine wheel there, but there's a buffalo calf pipe in that. And every time it comes up, I tell the whole story. So check out my other readings for that, or look up Arvel, Arvol, Looking Horse. Okay, anyways, moving on. Sacred buffalo, cloak me in your wisdom. Keep me warm through the storms of life. Fill my life with goodness. Teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. You can go ahead and pause this. I feel like somebody's trying to write this down. So go ahead and pause. Let me get the lighting somewhere in there. Okay, beautiful. So yeah, you have bison both in the north and the south here. So that's very powerful. Okay, cognitively, we have the heron here, and the heron is actually the poster child for the Native American church. It's a really, really beautiful thing. So the heron is known for looking straight down at the water. You know, scientifically, we know that he's looking for fish, but intuitively, we feel that he is looking at himself, right? So this is about patience with oneself as we're going through this sort of leadership here, collaborating with people, manifesting things we do want, not what we do not want, right? So it says, create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently towards your purpose. Patience will bring you reward. So this is solitary, right? This is something that you kind of go on alone and do your own healing journey, your own healing practice. So I think that's really beautiful there. So have patience with yourself. You're really moving into a very, very abundant new beginning here. And here with the buffalo in the north, we have the dog. So this is your spirit team message, okay? The dog says, today I will love without condition. My energy and enthusiasm are an inspiration. I choose to be happy. I am a protector and a friend. How beautiful is that? We had collaboration with the bees and the ants, right? So this is about knowing your community, knowing your family and your friends, and really establishing that trust, right? Okay, and that goes hand in hand with the readings I've been doing that are in the playlist now. Here's the coyote right here. So we have two coyotes here, and that's going into the future. So this is your natural left brain instinct, okay? Don't take things too seriously. Take time out to play. Great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly. Look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. Yeah. So I'm very, very happy that a lot of the weird karmic stuff is not coming through in this reading. I think that's why I went with the animals, so that, you know, the normal tarot cards couldn't bring in sort of the karmic junk that I've been reading recently. Check out my other videos if that resonates with you. I just got really hot and like tingly almost. So weird that it comes out with the trickster, right? And it says, look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. So take time to play, be in, you know, a bit of humility, and just have a little bit of humor, you know, as we go into these next stages. Because with the next stage of what it is that you're doing is really writing things down, either journaling or planning, creating something, creating courses. Some of you, I know I am, you know, taking courses, going back to school, things like that. There's a lot of action being taken at this time, and you're really looking at, okay, what is it that I need to be doing? What is it I need to be seeking? I feel that a lot of information seekers, there we go, are here. Okay, so we have here, fight like a girl. Okay, let's see what animals. Interesting, no animals on this. I picked this deck because it has a lot of animals on it, but this one doesn't. So this is really stand your ground, right? Like the badger, really dig your heels into the ground and say, this is what I'm doing. You're not going to stop me. And again, you're a path blazer. You are here to blaze the path. You're not here to follow directions, okay? And I feel that there's some people that may not necessarily appreciate that, okay? They want straight and narrow lines, and it doesn't fit for all of us, right? So here we have some bluebirds, and they say, listen, the world open. Yeah, so to me, this is about really taking breaks, taking time to smell the roses for many of you. And with the buffalo here, this sort of brings us up to these spirit team messages. I really feel strongly that your spirit team is trying to speak to you. Okay, we have practice flexibility. And it came here right next to the heron, which was about patience, right? And we have the coyote there, which is about slowing down, don't take things too seriously. So be flexible in your growth, be flexible with your productivity, you know, and just really watch that. I'm seeing the drum in my third eye. So I've been called to this deck a couple of times. I think we'll actually grab this one out and we'll read it next, since we've got room here on the board. Okay, so this is your cognitive focus. This here is spirit team messages. Believe in the impossible. And there's that hummingbird again. So the hummingbirds do belong in the north, which I really love. So this is about joy, flexibility. But I mean, think of a hummingbird's life. They flitter around all day long effortlessly, and they go from flower to flower, smelling and licking sweet nectar, literally all day long. So, I mean, that's really lovely. And we see the dog here with the friend. So it's like fluttering from flower to flower, could be friend groups, branching out, right? Gather your loyalties into this next stage. Yeah, so I feel that many of you are looking to do this alone. Okay, you're like, listen, I'm going against the grain. I'm trying to manifest my next steps. I don't know how many people are going to have my back as I go through this. I might just need to do this by myself, but that is somewhat of a trick in and of itself. You know, it's important for you to have people around you as you go through these next steps. Okay, so let's grab this one here. This is just called the medicine cards. And then I know what deck we're going to do next. Okay, good. I was worried about what decks to use. Yes, Vision Quest. So again, I did mention seeking and finding, right? A lot of you are seeking, and you're seeking for things to go faster, okay? Or for things to sort of show up for you, right? So we're going to put these here in the middle because I feel that the clovers really work together with that powwow card because it's about quickening things up. Okay, what do we have in the south? Hour of Power. Yeah, so this kind of goes hand in hand with the drum. There's literally a time of every day that everybody is most powerful. For me, unfortunately, it's right in the middle of the night between 2 and 4 a.m. And there's 4 and 2 where I want to be productive. And it's quite taxing to have so much to do, and the only time I get a burst of energy is in the middle of the night, right? But you have that too. And we had listen, create, and build on your own time. That's what this is. The hour of power is your own time. Okay. So let's see what's mindset wise. Wow. This is one of my favorite cards of all time. Okay. Unity, wholeness achieved. It looks like a swastika here. So way, way, way before Germany and all of that happened, a lot of ancient cultures used this because it's the whirling rainbow. It's not, you know, this deadly, nasty symbol. Okay, it's actually they made it curved so that it didn't replicate Nazi Germany anymore. But essentially, this is like this black hole type funnel, right? And you're here in the middle of this, and you're kind of drawing upon all of this energy. I've been talking a lot in all of my collective videos about you, the collective, being able to just plug yourself into a wall, like you are a cord, and the outlet is source energy, and you're able to just sort of draw upon that energy whenever it is you want it. Now, this here, there's a whirling rainbow prophecy. I should do a video specifically on this prophecy, but it's really beautiful. It really says that, you know, once all of the fish are out of the rivers, all of the water is dried up, all of, you know, the desolate earth, there will be a breed of new people, and they will wear beads in their hair, colors on their skin, and they will make the world green again. Okay, it's a very famous, you can just look that up, but people call it different things, but that's my favorite one. Sometimes it's just the rainbow prophecy. I like the whirling rainbow prophecy. Okay, so if you want to learn more about that, look at here. This right here, Chief Arvel Looking Horse. There's that calf pipe I was talking about. And that is the white buffalo calf pipe. Extremely powerful. This is the Lakota creation story. how they believe that people came to be. Okay, so there is one of these on the planet said to have been passed down for tens of thousands of years. And there he is, the keeper of the pipe. On the ground now, hold on. Don't mind my messy hair. Okay. So there's the pipe. We're gonna put that right there. I just feel that they need to be together, okay. Yeah, so we did have death here on the bottom. I'm just gonna mention it a little bit. You know, this is a shaman's death. So 4 and 1 is 5. 5 is about struggles, and here's the 5 of Pentacles. This is about putting an end to that struggle, putting an end to that sort of shaman's journey that you've had to go through time and time again. People cheating, lying, and stealing, you know, with all of these foxes around. Look at there. Another white buffalo. Like, who the heck are you? This is insane. And he goes up here. That's where I was going to put him. He's still in that quadrant. The white quadrant. That is absolutely insane. It says wisdom and gratitude. I cannot even voice how strong the energy of the white buffalo is. I can't even voice it. I get that card and I just like show people and I'm just like, do you even know how insanely powerful? I put on my debit card, you know how you can choose an image? The image that I chose is the buffalo because it's abundant. So I put that on my debit card. Perfect. Okay, that's just a little tidbit. Okay, so here's fertility here. So again, you're going into your own energy. You're going into solitude, this sort of 2 of Pentacles here. And look, I mentioned this sort of yin and yang type energy here. Look, spirals are very, very significant. I need to do an entire course on the spiral. I might put that in my shadow work course, which is coming up soon. So watch this space. And here we have the thunder. Thunder, feel the thunder. Do, do, lightning and the thunder, thunder. Because you're healing this really massive, like, right as I said, healing too, there's coral. The coral is the blood of the earth and it's healing. We have 4, 5, 9. 1 and 3 is 4, 4 and 1 is 5, 3 and 6 is 9. We've seen a lot of 9s. I usually call them out, but I didn't. And 5s. 7s too, but a lot of 9s. Okay, so again, you have this infinite power and energy from the universe. So let's dig into it because I pulled this deck too, which is the elements, which we'll get into next. And look at that. Electricity. Many of you need to go and watch my latest collective oracle. I don't know if I call them career or oracle. I think I switch between the two because some of them don't nod that much to career. It's just an oracle message. But there was one that was just electricity, electricity, power, power, lightning. It was like lightning and thunder all across the board. It was insane. Okay, so in the past here, we have gravity. Again, feeling kind of weighed down by that 9 to 5, that relationship, whatever it is. And let's see who we have here. We have deer, monkeys, lots of birds, dog, kangaroo, bear, lion, and foxes and cats. So a lot of repeat animals down there at the bottom. So yeah, again, just being weighed down, that's a 3 and a 9. And there's speed, wanting things to move forward because you've felt the feeling of being dragged down. There's speed here. So we'll put those together because I feel that they really make sense. Fire. Yeah, fire is new beginnings. Fire is the eagle. It's this yellow quadrant here. Okay. And there's Mother Earth. So really, yeah, okay. So We had patience and flexibility like this. And now we have Mother Earth. There's another 9 here. This is 6. I get really weird with the numbers, you guys. So I apologize, but I like numbers, okay? So the quote that comes to mind here is from the Tao Te Ching, and it says, without opening any doors, you can see the whole world. Yes, that's one of them. But the one I'm thinking of is, nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. So be very mindful of just wanting to speed things up, wanting things to go faster. Okay. Because yeah, here we have unity and wholeness achieved, past tense. So as you're manifesting, really be thinking, you know, this is already done. I want it, therefore it is done. I see it, therefore it is done. There's something here about taking control of the manifestation and making it physical. That's something that you're really working on. Here's endurance. We talked about that with the 5 of Pentacles. We have the number 2 here, 2 and 2 there, 2 there, lots of 2s, 1 and 1. Anyway, we have the endurance here. It's like you're growing from positively nothing. And the interesting part about this is I'm going to put it up here with all of that abundance with the white buffalo, which says to me that all of this energy that you have been drawing upon from universal source energy, you could grow from that muddy water. You could grow from nothing but gravel. You could grow from nothing but sand. You don't need to have perfect conditions. The Kokopelli is all about perfect conditions. So in your mind, your next step is to focus and strategize on creating fertile ground. And the universe is like, screw the ground. We're talking about your leaves here. You're focusing down here. And we want you focused up here. Okay. So that's really, really beautiful. Yeah, and here's time again. So time has been a very interesting point to play in your life, okay? So let's see the final card in this medicine wheel. What is the next step in action? Wow. Volcano. Which does what? Supports life. Look at how prosperous that is, that marine life here. Volcanoes a lot of times come from the ocean, right? And then it drifts on the wind, becomes literally magic, and allows everyone to have a breath. That's beautiful. There's another 9. I tapped into somebody on my other videos who really liked 9s. Because every time I say look at the numbers in my head, it's a 9. There's that North Shield. Those northern lights, you see that? Right there in the north. Kind of gives me like Game of Thrones vibes when I say that. To the north, to the north. But no, it's a much different vibe. Okay. Magnetism there, that's the magician energy. So just know that all of this fire that burns within you from your past has gotten you very pissed off, okay? It's like, this is not fertile ground. My childhood was not supporting me. You know, this past love has been hurting me. This past job has been hindering me. It's like hindrance after hindrance after hindrance. And you're not wrong, okay? But, you know, a lot of times we get angry so that we will move. And the universe has given me that download many times. We push you up into a corner so that we can watch you move. We want these people to betray you so that you will move. Because you moving mountains in order to support this new earth, this new movement speed here, it requires you to be there. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. You're going to be there. And you're going to be the winds of change, literally. We have the wind here, speed there, because you bring this breath of magic to the new world, to this prophecy. You guys need to go and look up that prophecy. And so in the time being, right now, we're revealing to you exactly what it is you need to see so that you can realize your power, first of all, because we have intention here, we have instinct there, creation here. Like, we've been revealing these gifts to you over time, because if we gave them to you all at once, you would freak out. So there's been like a series, yeah, like many atoms. See, there's more movement here with these going around in a circle. We've been giving these to you in small increments, as we would an animal. You know, a baby bird doesn't hatch out of the egg knowing how to fly and knowing which way to fly. They hatch out to observe. And you've been in the observer stage, and then you went to the trusting stage, and then you went to the planning stage, and then you've been in the building stage. You've been going through all of these things. And the one thing that is unwavering is the fact that you are a source. Yes, you are tapped into source, but you are a damn source. You are a god. It's insane. I've been getting this a lot, and there's a 9. 3 and 6 is 9. So the 9s are really, really talking to us here. But it's like you're the core center. It's insane. It's like you are more than just a chosen one, okay? I had this download in a reading that I did for myself for the new year. And it was a lot of spirals, right? And all the spirals were right here. And it was getting very dark. It was like dark matter, death, towers, all of those things. And I was just like, man, this is a lot of turmoil. The tornadoes I even got. That's why I was very particular about what decks I picked up today. But I think we would have seen that here with just sort of the depth of what you've gone through. But in any case, the spirals were giving me Hercules. And you know, in Hercules, he dives down into the pits of hell, or into the swirling depth of, you know, sort of this cyclone. And he went to reach for Meg. And he went to like grab her up, and then the witches were up there around their cauldron, and they wanted to cut his life source, his cord, and it glowed gold, and they couldn't cut that cord. He was still immortal because of this heroic act, right? So each of these things that you have been through, each of these relationships, it's like you proved yourself, and you proved yourself, and you built upon it, and you trusted farther, and you didn't give in to the fear, and you just kept it going. And each of those instances gave you a little bit more endurance, yes. A little bit more understanding and instinct, yes. But it proved to Source, Spirit, the Divine, that you're capable of having these things, the keys, right? It's like if all of us were given the key to the universe right at birth, how many what do they call it? Nepo babies? Nepotism? You know, it's like being born with thousands and thousands of dollars and millions and thousands of millions. You know, people waste it. People just go and flush it down a toilet, but not you. That's why you had to learn discernment. You had to learn who to give your energy to and who to hold out for. Okay, so we have a lot of intuition here. A lot of intuition here. I'm gonna get one more card because I did quote the I Ching. And so I have the Tao Oracle here. This, I know I'm mixing cultures, guys, just get over it, okay? My skin is white. I know, I'm very well aware. I use Native American stuff, and now here I am going Chinese. What is this wild woman doing, right? I know. I hear about it. Okay, go ahead and comment. That's fine. You can grow my channel. So at the bottom of the deck here, we have prosperity, and there's a 5. And so this is definitely what we're talking about today. Wealth, good fortune, success, express gratitude by supporting others, material possessions. That is, in essence, the white buffalo, which we have seen, what, 4 times? So that's what we're talking about today. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull that one and put it right there. But the quest, your quest that you have been on, is how to get that faster. So what do we have to say about that, Spirit? Let's just go around one time. In the south. Jeez Louise. Okay. Good golly. Hold on, everybody. I love it when the divine makes me a klutz. Okay, we've got them gathered. We're just going to let this speak. You'll hear me talk about that throughout my videos when stuff falls on the floor, or if it all goes out, or if I just say this deck wants to speak, I just read them like a story. Okay, so we have first dispersion. Diffuse negativity, restore harmony, circulate, revitalize, dissolve divisions, lighten up. We got that over here, right? Lighten up, don't take things too seriously. Duration, here's another time. Number 5 here. Consistency, continuity, endurance, which we've seen. Perseverance, maturity, strengthening, stability, a deep commitment. Yeah, the mountains are always about committing to the task, getting a job done, right? So, but also stability. I mentioned, building your house on a foundation here. So that goes into your foundation. And then we have the cauldron, which is about inner mastery, discernment, which we've talked about, inner alchemy, mastery, spiritual renewal, consecrate, contain, rejuvenate, discern wisdom. Yeah, so again, you're getting small increments of downloads so that you can implement those downloads, practice them, and then end up rising up through that. And as you go through and not only discern, but really put those teachings into practice, we decrease, another 5 here. Decline, cut back, be frugal, contract, let go, less is more, resourcefulness, and sacrifice. Yeah. So decluttering, you go and give your all to all these different people and they betray you. Okay, what did we learn? We are one tree, right? And I feel that there's many people, and in your recent tarot messages, this rings true too. There's people who are interested in the light of your leaves. They're just like, I can't believe how much energy this person can really make, right? This is like stemming from this volcano here. You are the source. And there's people who are very interested in how you get your energy. How are you channeling these messages? How is it that you're still standing and enduring, right? And so it's important to cut people off who give you the EBGBs. So check out the tarot if you're experiencing some of that. Okay. So I need to decrease, yes. And we have splitting apart. So another message on that. Impermanence, collapse, deterioration, separation, let go, surrender, eliminate the old, and death. So this is the death card in this deck. And I have always loved the death card. I will always love the death card. If every single card reading would start with death and the fool, I would be ecstatic. So the death is about letting something go so that you can focus on the corners of your mouth, honey. I don't know who just said that, but it channeled. Okay. 2 and 7 is 9. It's whoever likes the 9s. Okay, so nourishment, health, well-being, providing for others, creating balance, nurturing the body, mind, and the spirit. So You know, if you watch Eat, Pray, Love, she is meditating and she's with this guru, right? And he's like, everything is fine except for the corners of your mouth, because it should be a slight little smile there. It's like a little permanence of joy, which we saw with the hummingbirds and also the dolphins. Make sure, I just want to remind you guys to please click some buttons for me, okay? And whoever it is who likes these nines, definitely give me a comment because I'd love to know you. But you guys know, if you watch some of my other videos, or as you watch my videos, I did take like a 3-year hiatus from doing readings and it destroyed my following. So, you know, if you could click a like, that would be wonderful. And now we have the well. This is about diving deep into your spiritual journey. This is going down into the depths, okay? Seeking truth, wisdom, insight, intuitive knowing, return to source, getting to the bottom of things. Again, you are an infinite source of the universe. You're tapped in and you're tapped down. So, you know, you're focusing on your roots and your blossoms. This really is the final step. This is really good energy. This is like the star energy, right? Where you're tapped into this infinite source. And with that source, what are you going to do with it? It's very important that you focus on your joy and get pleasure out of things. And, you know, that we're not seeking vengeance of the people who have done us wrong, or, trying to make waves in the wrong direction. We want to make waves in the new direction, this new earth, right? This very prosperous new space. So it's like, if you don't feel abundant, go to the ocean or go to the forest. You know, have you seen some of those micro forests that people make, where they go out into the woods and they find little tiny saplings, and then they just get this little glass jar and they plant these little saplings and they put moss all around it, and it looks like this big huge canyon, but really it's like could fit in your hand. That's kind of what we're doing. We're taking perspective and we're just kind of like rolling with those punches, right? So, you know, there's just so much magic within you. The universe is, if they haven't already, they're getting ready to reveal the very last step in this journey, as far as, you know, your overall mastery. Wow. I just saw this here and I was going to say mastery, so I pulled it up. So there's the mastery of the eagle, which goes here. And then right under that, we have the cougar again, the mountain lion, which is assertiveness. So this is going to really bring it home, you guys. Write your stuff down. In silence, you find power. Claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and confidence to succeed. That is incredible. There's so much power within you. So much power. We have a lot of power animals here. Basically, and I think he's on the medicine wheel too. Oh, it's a jaguar. For those in South America, they will do the snake, jaguar, hummingbird, and then the eagle stays. I believe that's right. Correct me if I'm wrong, put it in the comments. But yeah, there's a lot of power within you. You've just got to use this energy that's been given to you. I think that there's been some confusion as to what this energy sort of means, what you're supposed to do with this energy. For many of you, the energy that I'm talking about is anger, okay? But again, when you get angry and you get pissed off and you get to the point of no return, you like, whew, it's like Moana. You know, the ocean comes alive. You know, you are sort of that spirit, and you can pick stuff up and drop it off, and you can throw things, you know. Maybe that's real for some of you, but really it's about letting that kind of settle and realizing that that kind of monstrous energy creates worlds, okay? And you're here to create really beautiful new foundations for yourself and your family in this new world. Okay, so manifest correct. Make sure that what it is that you're going after focuses on the future and what it is you want to bring in to the future, because you're a huge key part in what's being created. You know, again, screw the soil. It's not about what soil you're being planted in. It's about the leaves that come out of you. So, you know, many of you could be focusing on root work, but really that root work is going to be all about what you can blossom up out of it. It's not so much about the stuff that happened. And I am going to be doing this shadow work course when it comes out. I'll put details on when I have details, but this reading really gave me a lot of aha moments for that, because, you know, I kept telling myself that the lower world feeds the middle world, which feeds the upper world. That reminds me, I got this deck out for a reason. I know we're getting long here, guys, and it's going to be roughly an hour, but that's fine. I just have these that are a couple practices that you can do. Wow. I'm so glad I picked this up. Didn't I say earlier I was getting the drums? And here's 2 cards right at the beginning with drums. And there is love. Okay. So let's see what drumming says. Drumming has proven to have many therapeutic benefits, including reducing tension, anxiety, stress, and boosting the immune system. Drum or rattle for 10 minutes a day for the next week and see how you feel. Follow the drum beat in your body and soul. Feel the rhythms of my drum beat through my body and soul. So that's some affirmations to give. I was feeling that over here with this intention, with the timing card, and then shamanic drumming. Let's see what the difference is. Research has shown that listening to a drum played, confirmation, that listening to a drum played at 4 to 7 beats per second for 10 minutes will put you into a deep meditative state. Experiment by playing this kind of rhythm with a drum or a rattle. Drum using anything that creates a steady rhythm. Affirmation, I allow the drumming to transport me into an altered state of consciousness. Do you notice how much my phone went off during that? My gosh, dude. Hold on, I'm gonna go on Do Not Disturb because I have no idea. Chill out. Okay, and under that we had Great Spirit. Would you look at that? I apologize if you guys are like operating machinery or driving a car, but pause it. Look at this image. It's the exact same image here. Great Spirit, Vision Quest. So I'll show this one while I read that one. Great Spirit is the name given by Native American tribes for the creator or supreme being. No matter to whom you pray, experiment with prayer to the Great Spirit and note how it feels. Observe and feel how Great Spirit expresses as all things. Observe and feel how Great Spirit expresses as all things. Thank you, Great Spirit, for your love and care. And then the very next card, you guys, I got love. This is eternal love of spirit, quite literally. So just know that the universe has your back. I mean, with the amount of times we've seen the buffalo, you guys, there's just so much power here. There's so much power here. Maybe comment some of these affirmations that are coming through, you guys. These are really powerful. Okay, let's get one more for the collective as it comes to action into this next stage. Go ahead and comment too what it is you guys are working on, what it is you are creating, because there's a lot here, a lot coming up. And we have signs. Yeah, the universe is going to be giving you all sorts of signs. The white feather there is something that I've used a lot. Show me a white feather to tell me I'm on the right path. And it works. And then I got a bunch of black feathers too, which was really cool. I actually enjoyed that. Okay, Spirit is communicating with us at all times through both visible and non-visible signs. Silently ask Spirit a question, then note everything you see, hear, or feel in the next few minutes. What signs are you currently receiving from Spirit? I easily see, hear, and feel the messages from Spirit through signs. So just ask for the signs, okay? There's a lot here about intuition and instinct and knowing what to do next just from knowing yourself and your own intuition here. And that goes with the moon, which is intuition. So whether it's singing, dancing, collecting with friends, doing breath work, the shamanistic drumming, collecting totems, collecting signs from outside, outdoors. Just keep it up, you guys. Just know that whatever it is, take it to your sacred space and just be patient with yourself there. We saw that here as well with the sacred space, right? And just being very patient with what it is that you're calling in, what it is that you're manifesting. Just stay connected to source and do this work one step at a time because it's working. All right. I love you all. See you on the next one. Bye.